But aren't you're a friendly person though?
Yeah.
Oh, but you don't want a friendly guy?
Not if you're pursuing me. Like,
So you get to be friendly, but you want your man to kind of be a little bit selective?
that is not what I said.
He picks you up, a 1994 Honda Accord. Is that an issue?
It's interesting. How clean is the car as long as we don't stay there? Always time to level up. It's always time to level. We don't do stagnancy over here. We don't stay in one place.
What's up, guys? Listen, today I'm going to discuss how to make her find you attractive. Let's get straight into it. So what are some red flags that you see in a guy, or what's one thing that you notice that is just like an automatic no?
Ooh. Lack of self-confidence, for sure. That's an automatic no.
Okay, ooh, that's a good response. So if you notice a guy, so let's say you see a guy, he's attractive, and you notice he has a lack of self-confidence, is that like an automatic no?
I want to say it's an automatic no, but it's always better if you believe in yourself more than someone else believes in yourself and believes in you.
Okay, so what if there's a guy who's not the most attractive, but he has extreme confidence? Does he have a chance?
I mean, that's good for him.
Tip number one, it's important to be well-rounded. You see so many guys, they're like, oh, I'm just gonna get my bag right. I'm gonna get my bag right. But you have to have personality, you have to have character. You know, a woman is looking for multiple things. She's not just looking for a man that has money, or she's not just looking for a guy who she finds attractive. You have to have multiple things. Even playing football, for example, they would tell us all the time, don't just work on your speed, work on your size, work on your strength, work on your football IQ. So you guys, you have to be working on multiple things. You have to be working on, being charismatic, your scent, like what cologne you like to wear, working on your skin, working on your hair, what haircut fits you. I know growing up, I used to always have like a big bush, and I don't know, I look back now and I'm like, well, why did I have that bush? But I just decided to really change my look and go clean cut, and that look fits me really well. Or some guys, they're like tattoos, or getting in the gym to get in shape, and also just having just awareness. Like, I feel like that's something that I try to work on daily, is just knowing when to speak and knowing when to pull back. A lot of times you guys talk yourselves away from women because you're trying to portray something and you're just overdoing it. Guys, just be yourself and just be confident who you are and know that you have a lot of things to offer. Would you take a guy serious that you met in the gym, or do you think that all guys in the gym are just like on games? Do you think the gym is something where it could be like you can meet the love of your life, or do you think most of the guys in the gym just on games?
I think it's options there, but I don't think all of them are on games, no.
So if a guy's talking to a bunch of girls in the gym, is that a red flag? Like, he might not have her number, but he just talks to a bunch of girls in the gym. Is that a problem?
I mean, that's a bit too friendly, I think.
So but aren't you're a friendly person though?
Yeah.
Oh, but you don't want a friendly guy?
Not if you're pursuing me. Like, if you're talking to everyone else. Like,
so you get to be friendly, but you want your man to kind of be a little bit selective?
That is not what I said.
Another question. You met him at the gym. All of a sudden, when you go on a date, he picks you up, and he pulls up in a 1994 Honda Accord. Is that an issue?
I don't think it's an issue, but it's interesting.
What's interesting? What's interesting about that?
It's just interesting. That's it. Like, I don't think it would be an issue though. It depends. How clean is the car too? Like, is this all that you want in like your vehicle type of?
So would you say the type of car a man drives matters, or?
Not really. Not as much.
No. Okay. So what if he pulls up in a Mercedes-Benz AMG 2024?
That's nice too. But these are all things. See, I used to drive a 96 Grand Marquise.
Okay.
So,
okay.
So hey.
So the car doesn't really matter too much.
It's not too much of an issue.
All right, bet.
As long as we don't stay there. As long as we don't stay there.
Oh, so we have the okay. So you believe that like when you get with a partner, you guys should be leveling up at all times?
Absolutely, even as an individual too. Always time to level up. It's always time to level up.
So could you date a guy who was comfortable with where he was at in life?
Absolutely not. We don't do stagnancy over here. We don't stay in one place.
Listen, guys, make sure you stay to the end and see all the responses. Let's keep it going. Be in competition with yourself. So what I mean by that is a lot of guys are trying to flex and they're trying to portray this lifestyle of, they get this car that they can't afford, or they're living in this house and they're living check to check, really straining themselves. Guys, if it's out of your means, then don't buy it. You have to focus on building generational wealth. Most millionaires, billionaires, their money is tied up in assets. So stop wasting your money on the chains, on the designer, on the clothes, trying to keep up with a girl or trying to impress a girl. Because most of the time, if it's the girl really for you, that stuff doesn't even matter. And if you know who you are, you don't need that. I look at, designer, cars, all that luxury stuff. Like, I do it. If you know me personally, you know that's something I enjoy. I love driving around a nice car. I love, I like to be fashionable. I like putting that stuff on. We'll keep it G-rated today. But it's like, I'm not gonna go out of my way to get that stuff for a girl. That's something that I like to do, and I feel like it compliments me. At the end of the day, you should feel like you're the designer. You should feel like you make the clothes, not the clothes making you. Because when you strip all that away, you should still be just as confident. So guys, make sure you're in competition with yourself, and you're leveling up, and you're focusing on where you're gonna be at 5, 10 years. A lot of you guys are just looking at today. You're looking at tomorrow. You have to look down the line, because we're young, we're healthy, and things like that. But we may not always be young and healthy. So it's very important that we're building ourselves up for 5 years, for 10 years, for 15 years. So in 5, 10 years, I can sit back and just, the money will be making itself, and I'll be sitting back relaxing. So guys, make sure you're in competition with yourself, because you're gonna look back. If you spend all this money buying these cars, buying these clothes, that these women some of these women don't even know, they don't even care. The woman that you really need, that's gonna hold you down, could care less about that. You're gonna look back and say, man, I wasted a lot of money. Very important to be in competition with yourself and do what you need to do to build that generational wealth. So what if you met a guy who approached you and he was really charismatic, he was really nice to you, very, very successful, extremely hardworking. You had seen him at the gym a couple times. Every time he's in the gym, he's working hard, he's doing what he has to do. And he pursued you, he approached you, and he tried to get your number, but you didn't find him attractive. Like, what would you work with him because he had so many other things besides attraction, or would you work with that, or is that a no-go?
It depends, maybe, because I think attraction would be more so the conversations and our intellect, how well are we able to converse with one another. And if that's really great, then maybe we may be able to, compromise on, if I'm not feeling you as a 10, if you maybe a 7 in my eyes, then we may be able to work.
Are you into bald guys, or does it work for a bald guy, or what's up?
Yeah, I don't discriminate when it comes to appearance mostly.
Okay.
I usually don't.
But is it a plus when a guy has hair?
I mean, it depends. See, some people have the head shape to be bald, so it works for some people. I'm dead serious. Some people do have a nice shaped bald head, and some people don't. So would you
say I have the head shape to be bald, or I need to keep my hair?
I think it would be great if you kept your hair, but you should try it, and we'll see.
All right, so I'm gonna go bald next week, and we'll see how that goes. Would you date a short guy?
How short are we talking, E? Probably not for me, because I'm 5'11", 6 feet on a good day. So that dynamic just wouldn't work.
Okay, so what's the lowest? Okay, I'm sure. Have you thought about it before? What's the lowest height requirement you do?
Probably my same height.
Okay, so it got to be at least 5'11", bare minimum. All right. Tip number three is make up for your disadvantages in other ways. Now listen, I'm not short, so I don't know what it's like to be short, but how I look at it is, playing football, you have some guys that are 6'6", and you have some guys that are 5'7" or 5'5". And what you lack in height, you must make up for in speed. Now, if I relate that to life, what you lack in height, you need to make up in being, charismatic and, being caring, having a good physique, making sure you're successful, making sure you're ambitious, making sure you understand women, make sure you understand female nature. There's so many other things that you can do to really, impress a woman, and it's not always about height. Most women, a lot of them say I would never date a short guy. There are several women that date short men, that love short men, that marry short men, that hold short men down. So it's very, don't look at everything, don't look at these things and make excuses for them, or say, oh man, I can never get to this girl, I can never get that girl because of my height. And just understand the game. A lot of us, we get mad at the game instead of understanding the game for what it is. I have disadvantages myself, and I look at those disadvantages and I'm like, okay, I have disadvantages and I have advantages. So, I'm always working on my disadvantages as well as my advantages to try to, maximize my results. So I really recommend, something that I learned a long time ago is, don't focus on the negative, because the negative, if you keep looking back, you truly can't move forward. So it's really important to just, focus on what you can control. A lot of times I just tell myself one day at a time. I don't try to look a week, 2 months, 3 months, a year. No. I focus on today. How can I be the best version of myself today? I promise if you do that and you keep building yourself up and you keep building that confidence up, because we can all sit here and say, oh, we're the most confident person in the world, but confidence is built on a daily basis. So if you keep putting the work in daily and daily and daily, these other women are going to say, hey, you know what, this guy, yeah, he's not the tallest, but he's very confident in himself, and I really respect that, and I love that about him. And they're going to commit to you, and they're going to hold you down. Listen, guys, thanks for checking out Nikita's responses and my tips as well. I hope that was very helpful. This is a new YouTube page. I really appreciate you guys subscribing, holding it down. Listen, don't forget to get the ebook. The email address is in the description below. You get that 3-month fitness plan for free. Also, if there are other topics or other questions that you would like me to ask, please leave a comment below along with an additional person. If you want to see a specific person or a type of person, a gym person, whatever the case may be, let me know and I'm gonna make it happen. I got so much content coming back. Check out my other gym crushes videos and how to attract women. That can be really insightful and helpful for you guys. So listen, man, we locked in. We got the videos coming. Content Performance, we out.